Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We are so sorry. I think we had a technology failure issue, so we had to recreate the link. I'm so sorry for the mix-up. So some people are still joining. So in the next 5 minutes, we'll start the training proper. Thank you very much. Once again, good afternoon, everybody. You are welcome to today's training. We are deeply sorry we had a technology failure. So please, if you are just joining this training, do us a favor, share the link, the YouTube link with your colleagues in other groups, because the other training we had up to 200, close to 200 people, right? But it's unfortunate that we could not continue with that link, but all the same, we are going to proceed. So like we all know that the CBN has given so as we all know, CBN has given June 10 as a deadline for financial institutions to comply to this directive. So in this training, I'm going to guide you through what is expected of you, what you are supposed to do, so that the organization will be compliant. Once again, we are very sorry for the technology failure. We are sorry. Please share the links to your colleagues to join. So this training will be focusing on 1, the new CBN AML Baseline Standards, AML, CFT, CPF Automation Expectations, Governance and Oversight Requirements, Real-Time Transaction Monitoring, fraud monitoring integration, regulatory reporting obligation, AML implementation roadmap expectations, supervisory assessment requirements, and risk-based compliance implementation. So why is this training important? Because as we all know right now, financial sector is experiencing increase in digital transactions. In fact, almost all the bank, there are some people that they can stay a whole year or two. They don't go to the bank. Everything is done digitally. And because of that, that's led to us having sophisticated financial crimes, growing fraud exposure, regulatory exposure, regulatory pressure, increased supervisory scrutiny, and demand for real-time compliance monitoring. So CBN has looked at all these things. They say, okay, what can we do now? So because of that, CBN came up with this baseline standard for automated AML, CFT, CPF solution. So what is the importance of this particular policy? It is to strengthen financial system integrity, fraud detection capability, suspicious transaction monitoring, enterprise risk visibility, regulatory compliance effectiveness. Now, so many people will be asking, what is a regulatory foundation for this? What are the legal foundations for this standard? The standards were issued pursuant to CBN Act 2007 and BOFIA 2020. And it aligned with Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, Tourism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, CBN AML CFT CPF regulations, FATF recommendations. So now, generally, what is the key message we are trying to look at in this policy? That financial institutions are now expected to transition from fragmented and manual AML controls to integrated automated monitoring environment. Why must your institution comply? Now, okay, who must comply to this? Institutions that are covered in this framework. Number one, we are looking at deposit money banks. So if your organization carry out deposit of any finance, you are included. We have microfinance banks, we have fintechs, we have payment system providers, we have mobile money operators, international money transfer operators, and other financial institutions. What are the CBN core expectations? What CBN really expects from organizations, from these financial institutions? Number one, CBN has stated it clearly that compliance is not simply buying softwares, installing AI tools, vendor marketing claims, or partial automation. That compliance means one, effective monitoring, governance, oversight, traceability, defensive controls, and measurable effectiveness. And CBN before now have carried out a warning that one, CBN does not certify AML vendors. Let nobody come and tell you that, oh, I have been certified by CBN. CBN are not certifying AML vendors. So what does that mean? Before you engage any vendor, carry out what we call due diligence. Investigate, can they do this thing for you? What is their track record? Let someone not come and deceive you that CBN has declared me to do this, and you now engage a vendor and put your organization at risk. We'll now look at the shift from manual to automated AML. Traditional AML processes struggle with large transaction volume, right? Imagine a bank a fintech like OP that a lot of transactions are coming in every second, and you are there using manual method to detect this, you end up having issue, right? You also have real-time detection. CBN wants using a software that it tracks all these things at real times. Also, the traditional AML process struggle with complex fraud patterns, cross-channel monitoring, risk correction, suspicious activity detection. So now, what is the CBN's direction? CBN are looking at that institution must implement automated, integrated, and risk-based AML environment. What are the core components of this AML solution? Every AML solution must have what? Customer identification and verification, customer risk profiling, KYC and KYB management, sanctions screening, PEP monitoring, transaction monitoring, fraud monitoring, case management, regulatory reporting, audit and governance, data protection, and cyber security. We'll now look at under your customer due diligence, that's the CDD, KYC, KYB expectation. The AML system that you are going to, wherever vendor you engage, one, their system must support automated onboarding, perform risk-based due diligence, link customer profiles to transaction, integrate with BVN and NIN system, and maintain updated customer risk profiles. So we have the sanction and PEP screening. The screening requirement that this screening requirement, institution must implement sanction screening, PEP monitoring, adverse media monitoring, internal watch lists, real-time screening updates, meaning the system must be able to detect name similarities, support fuzzy matching, maintain audit logs, and trigger escalation workflows. Well, under the transaction monitoring expectation, the AML solution, if you engage somebody, must detect suspicion patterns, support predictive analytics, perform behavioral analysis, generate risk-based alerts, and support anomaly detection. When we talk about this anomaly detection, if a system, a particular customer account normally receive between 100 to 500,000 naira in a month, and you discover this month that this system detects, this system, you have a transaction of 10, 20, 30 million. That is not the normal amount that normally enter that system, right? So the system is supposed to detect that, oh, there's an anomaly in this account, so that a proper investigation can be carried out. We also have fraud monitoring and detection requirements. These are the tools that your vendors must provide for you. CBN expects institutions to detect fraud in real time, monitor high-risk channels, maintain fraud blacklists, analyze fraud patterns, and integrate fraud and AML risk signal into your system. We also have case management and investigation. The AML solution must automatically generate cases, assign investigators, support escalation workflows, maintain audit trails, and record actions and decisions. So institution must investigate alerts promptly, document rationale, maintain evidence, and escalate material findings. Reporting expectation from CBN. One, the AML system must support STR reporting, SAR reporting, CTR reporting, FTR reporting, and internal management reporting. Report must be timely, accurate, complete, and defensible. Now, governance and oversight. Institution must establish governance structures, AML oversight committees, change management controls, model validation processes, audit review mechanism. Governance must ensure accountability, monitoring, escalation, transparency, and traceability. System integration requirement. CBN expects AML system to integrate with one, their core banking system, their mobile banking platforms, USSD channels, card systems, customer databases, KYC repositories, case management systems. Then we also expect data protection and security. All systems must encrypt sensitive data, both at rest and in transit. Support role-based access. Implement MFA. Maintain data confidentiality. Support secure audit trails. Institution must also comply with the Nigeria Data Protection Act. Now, we'll be looking at the implementation timelines. CBN looked at deposit banks must implement this within 18 months. Other financial institutions, we are looking at 24 months. Mandatory requirement, implementation roadmap within 3 months. So this is where we are now. CBN has instructed people, financial institutions, to submit their implementation roadmap to the CBN. As we all know, the deadline right now is June 10. So we are going to work towards it. What must this roadmap include? 1. Executive summary, gap assessment, implementation strategy, system architecture plan, data integration plan, governance plan, effectiveness metrics, risks and dependency plan, timeline and resource plan, board oversight structure. What CBN will assess? CBN supervisory assessment. They will look at 1, your governance effectiveness, your integration capability, your monitoring effectiveness, alert management, reporting capability, risk-based implementation, defensibility of controls. Those are what CBN will be looking at for. And you have to know that incomplete or unsupported submission may attract supervisory action, administrative sanction, or regulatory penalties. What are the common implementation challenges financial institutions face? Many institutions currently struggle with fragmented system, manual AML processes, weak governance, high false positives, poor integration, delayed investigation, weak fraud visibility, inadequate reporting structure. This creates regulatory exposure, compliance gap, financial crime risks, and reputational damage. So now, how will Flawless Nigeria Limited help? Number 1, Flawless Nigeria Limited can provide you with AML gap assessment, AML implementation roadmap, compliance advisory, governance framework development, AML system review, risk assessment, cybersecurity assessment, VAPT services, data protection compliance, staff awareness training, board level compliance training, and regulatory documentation support. What are our implementation approach? Number one, we will help institutions identify compliance gap, strengthen your AML governance, improve monitoring effectiveness, enhance fraud detection capability, support roadmap implementation, improve defensibility of controls, and align system with CBN expectation. So our goal is to help institutions build effective, integrated, and defensible AML compliance environments. So why work with Flawless Nigeria Limited? We will provide regulatory focused implementation support, practical compliance guidance, risk-based implementation strategy, cybersecurity and AML expertise, governance advisory support, financial sector compliance experience. Our focus will be helping institutions achieve regulatory readiness, operational effectiveness, sustainable compliance, stronger financial crime controls. So our final takeaway, financial institution must move beyond manual AML processes, strengthen governance and oversight, improve integration across systems, enhance fraud monitoring and capability, improve sanctions, improve transaction monitoring, build defensive AML environment, submit implementation roadmap on time, demonstrate effectiveness, not just technology deployment. So in conclusion, the CBN Baseline Standard represents a major transformation in financial crime management, AML monitoring, fraud detection, governance expectation, regulatory accountability. So institutions must act early to avoid compliance exposure, reduce financial crime risks, improve operational resilience, strengthen regulatory readiness. So thank you very much for your time. Is there any question? And we have a WhatsApp group. So if you are not a member of that WhatsApp group, we'll be dropping the link for you to join. So any question so far? You can drop your question in the chat box. So I've dropped our WhatsApp group on the chat box. So if you can't join, you can reach out to this number. So someone is asking for the presentation slide. We'll share it in the WhatsApp group. So take home now is your organization is supposed to submit their implementation roadmap to CBN on or before June 10. And as we all know, as of today, we are on the 4th of June. So we have few days to June 10, and June 10 is next week, Wednesday. So it's good if you have not done that, you can reach out to us now. Let us start work immediately. There is no time. So now, right now, what CBN is looking at is the implementation roadmap. there is a vendor we can recommend for you. There is no problem. But I think right now we should be focusing on what is your implementation roadmap. After the June 10, we can now look at the vendors you use. We shouldn't use the two things at the same time to... Okay, someone is asking, what are you going to do to assist in completing the roadmap requirement for CBN? That like what I said earlier on, we will help organizations to achieve this. So if you are not in our WhatsApp group, please join our WhatsApp group. I've dropped my phone number. If you can't join the WhatsApp group, message my phone number. Immediately you'll be added to the WhatsApp group. Someone asks, how much is the cost? It's something very, very affordable. It won't be expensive. So you can join. Once you join the WhatsApp group, all this information will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So if you want to submit the roadmap, people are asking, please join the WhatsApp group or reach out to Flolis. Reach out to our line. We will help you immediately. Someone is still asking for my phone number. Let me pin my phone number. I've pinned my phone number in the chat, so please reach out to me. We'll guide you. And also, this is the WhatsApp group. If you have not joined, please join the WhatsApp group. So if you need a vendor that will help you implement this AML, please reach out to us. We'll guide you. We have a trusted vendor that has been in the field for so many years, so they will help your system. So far, we thank you all for your time. I think I've answered all the questions in the chat box. We'll now continue this conversation on our WhatsApp group. My phone number is clearly pinned here to the chat. Thank you all for joining. I'm so sorry for the mix-up we had earlier on. Thank you. Goodbye.